when you get a big order, right? When you get a big million share order, you buy the first 5,000 for me, and then when you're done buying it, you sell the last 5,000 for me. That's called front running.
Did you meet Jordan Belfort?
Of course. He came down to the New York Stock Exchange and he tried to recruit brokers to do his bidding, which was front run the stock market, because there were house brokers, there were $2 brokers, and then there were people who had good it was all about relationships. There were people who had really good relationships, and they stood in one stock. They had a great feeling for the stock. You know, the stocks are funny that way. If you trade a stock all the time, you've got a feeling for it. So there were market makers who ran the stock. IBM was a guy named Brian Yunker, amazing guy. He knew there may have be 100 people in his crowd. He knew what everybody had. That was his secret sauce. And then there would be one guy who stood in the crowd. One guy stood in Philip Morris. He just knew how to trade in Philip Morris. So if any of us had an order in it, we'd give it to him to protect us because he had all the orders in his hands. So Jordan Belfort came down to the floor. He found the people who were those people who stood in one stock, and he went up to them and said, "So you get million share orders in a stock?" And they said yes. He said, "Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to, when you get an order to buy 1 million shares, you call me up and I want you to buy the first 5,000 from me. And then as you buy the 1 million shares, by the time you're on the end of it, it's probably up a few, $2 or $3. You sell my last 5,000. That is classic called front running. It's buying stock with the knowledge of a buy order, right? It's as illegal as you can get. And about 8 brokers on the floor took him up on the deal. He offered $1 million. And they were all taken off the floor by the FBI in handcuffs with the, with the jackets on.